Hello, traders. Welcome. Basically, trading ideas that are based on waves and moving averages. Every 2 weeks, we have a webinar that discusses some of these ideas that are mentioned in my SWAT course, Simple Wave Analysis and Trading, SWAT. And if you're interested in finding out more information about my methods, feel free to do that by going to our website, elitecurrency.com, clicking on services, going to tools and strategies, for instance, and they're trying out the ebook. Here you go for €24.95. So that's, in my view, definitely worth the €25 to get a very, good and in-depth overview of how I approach the market and how I think technical analysis and price patterns and market structure help traders assess trading ideas and become better traders. You can also, if you want, rather than the ebook, you can go and become a member right away. In that case, you will get the ebook included, and you have to go to services and then click on SWAT right here to become a member. Either click on this arrow to get more information or become a member right away for €473. And well, the course includes a lot. We're looking at basically 22 hours of material, 70 plus videos, indicators, templates. We have basically different strategies included. There's really a lot of educational value here. So I definitely recommend becoming a member, whether you like waves or not. In fact, because the system is simply based on fibs, moving averages, and fractals. So I think that you will enjoy the system no matter what type of trader you are. So I highly recommend becoming a SWAT member, of course. And yeah, it's just a lot of value. In fact, soon we might be adding some value in the near future if we add the SWAT EA. And I'm planning to do that perhaps as early as next week. Let's see if I have time for that. One of the first EAs from the SWAT, let's take a look at the results, is doing pretty well. The euro dollar is up 10%. The DAX 1 hour chart is up 36.6%, as you can see. And the DAX 50-minute chart is down 7.8. But if you count all together, then basically you're looking at about plus 38% over these three different strategies and time frames. So pretty good start since mid-February. We're now looking at 3 months of trading, and I might include this EA already, in the SWAT course if we have sufficient trading track record. And I think we're getting close to doing that. So I'll of course confirm it once we decide to add this. But this could be added soon to the SWAT EA. So another advantage of being a SWAT member is perhaps access to this EA if we think it's ready. But I think it's getting closer and closer to that moment. All right. And the DAX 1 hour chart is really doing great, as you can see, just a little bit less than the 4% drawdown and up 36.6. So yeah, that's off to a wonderful start, in fact. All right. Now let's take a look at the topic of today, which is trading ideas based on waves and moving averages. All right. So let's take a look at some of the trading ideas that one could do based on the past, recent past. And of course, as you might know, I have on Mondays and Wednesdays a update on the euro dollar and pound dollar through the video that I make and upload to YouTube on Elite Currency. And you can find the video, of course, on the ECS website. And well, in that case, you would have been already warned that, to me, a bullish reversal was in the making with this. After this bearish swing, there was divergence between these bottoms. Price had reached Wiz 7 level. Price had reached the strong 38.2 fib on the daily chart, plus the 117 round level. But setting aside all of that, just looking at the behavior of price on the 1 hour chart, you can see 3 strong bullish price action candles on the 1 hour chart, followed by another couple of candles that didn't break this bottom. So once you have 6 to 7 candles not breaking this low, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles bullish. At that point, there's already a higher chance, plus this 3 strong candle combination, plus the time pattern, at this point, there's already a high chance with 21 EMA snapping up bullish that basically price is probably going to make a bigger correction. Then we have a bigger bullish correction. Then we have a bounce at the 21 EMA with this bullish candle, basically, and this bullish candle closing again above the 20 EMA. The HMA is crossing above the 20 EMA. And then, yeah, so those are potential trading ideas just right there. This one and this one are confirmations of that. Stop loss would go below the bottom because that's the invalidation level, right? And the target typically would be the 144 EMA, but we can also put a fib from here to here and a more aggressively even up it to the minus 161.8 target, or more conservatively around these two fibs. Other trading ideas could be basically the Fibonacci bounce. If we put the fib from here to here, this could be a wave 1, and this could be a wave 2. So the fib bounces, either maybe trading ideas at the fibs, or price action candlestick reactions to these fibs. This doji, this doji, this bullish candle could be other trading ideas to trade at the fibs. Of course, those trading ideas are a little bit riskier because they're reversal trading ideas. Other idea could be this breakout, this candle close above the 20-MA, or the pullback after the break, or the confirmation after the break, pullback, and bounce. So this candle, the pullback, or the bounce could be methods of trading the bigger bounce at these fibs. But if these fibs seem too risky because the overall trend is still down, then waiting for the break, pullback, continuation around the 20-MA zone could be a great way of solving that fear and being a little bit more conservative and trading the second break of the 20-MA zone after it flipped up bullish here, and then the second break above it is typically an indication that we're going to get a push above or below that 20-MA, in this case above, with the target at 143 MA if you want to trade it conservatively. So if you trade it if you trade it manually, there are a lot of ways of trading with various ideas. I would not trade all of them, don't get me wrong. Just giving you a full insight of the multiple ideas that are possible when using SWAT tactics. Okay. Now we can also trade fractal breaks. Now in this case, I don't see a really great fractal to trade the break. We could trade this candle, this fractal break, or this one, but we're really running into that 21 EMA zone, the 143 EMA zone quite quick. So I don't think those are great trading ideas if we trade these particular breaks. So now that's assuming that we analyzed it correctly, which, to be fair to me, we did in real life. I was bullish here, but of course you can always be wrong. And if you're looking for bearish trades, you might run into trouble. So of course you want to always use risk management and trade management to cut the losses short and lose small when there are losses. Of course, obviously, that's step number one. But I don't want to focus on risk or trade management in this case, but it's important to realize, of course. So other trading ideas. Well, as the HMA crosses again the 21 EMA zone here, this could be a potential trade as well. Short trade into the target zone here. Then we get kind of a retracement here, ABC retracement. We don't get a break here of the 143 EMA and 21 EMA zone, but we do get a second break below the 20 EMA. So theoretically, a short setup here could be valid for a small downside. But because of the fact that we're 5 waves up here, this ABC pattern should not go too far, and therefore any short trading idea here is best aimed at the minus 272 target or minus 61.8 target. And as you can see, if the first target is used, that would be a successful short trade based on this break below the 20 EMA. The second break, as you can see, the first break is here. The second break is here. But yeah, as expected, the ABC pattern finishes and price goes up. So even this bullish candlestick pattern here would be interesting to trade. A reversal at the minus 272 target. More interesting, perhaps, is this third candle. 3 candles in a row indicates momentum, and this candle also breaks above the 144 in the 20 EMA zone. So that's another interesting trade idea right here. It also is breaking this fractal. These fractal breaks here with this candle, I think, would be a valid setup as well for upside. We can also use SWAT candles, of course, and SWAT arrows. Using that, we can see pretty simple that there could have been entries here, 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 and here. Now, those are all counter trend. And in my SWAT course, I do emphasize more with the trend setups. This is more for advanced traders, to be honest. But if you are an advanced trader, you can see how many even more options there are for trading purposes. Okay, so then price sails up and goes flat. Now at that time we said this is probably the start of wave 3, and the break above these fractals should confirm the upside. So that would be one way of trading at the break above these fractals. Another way could be basically the SWAT MACD dot here, the SWAT arrows as well, or simply the break above the fractals indicated by this purple line. So those are all ways of extra trade ideas based on this impulse and correction and continuation. The HMA itself also closes above the 20 MA, recloses again with this candle above it with the bullish candle. That's another way of entering the upside. Then we get a push up, some fractals, and another push up. These fractal breaks, another way of trading it. It doesn't go up much, but another 37 pips up here for further upside. Could be another way of trading that. All right, then we get basically an ABC correction. So that's what we expect after wave 3. So we would not want to trade to the downside. In this case, because the wave 4 is typically shallow. So we would want to skip this short. If anyone did take that short, that's the second break below the 20 MA zone. It can happen. We can all take trades that don't work out. But to be honest, I think we have to realize that it's not a great trading idea to short it here because of the fact that we have a clear momentum here to the upside. We don't have any divergence pattern. We suspect a wave 1, 2, 3. So therefore, this is a wave 4. And if anything, we would put a fib from here to here. And there's not much space. If anything, it might go to the 38. And it even didn't reach that. This is not a great trading idea to the downside. But of course, those things can happen sometimes. But waves 4 are tricky, especially trading against the trend in the wave 4. So you can see why that is difficult right here. Better to wait for with the trend setups. Of course, we had counter trend setups here, but the probability of that working out was a lot higher than a reversal trade working out here. So that's the main difference between those two. The break above the 20 MA zone here could be okay, but the stop loss would have to be below the 38.2 fib because of the risk of a wave B. So if anyone trades this breakout or this breakout, the stop loss has to be at least below the 38, if not below the 50 fib, or if not even lower, actually. And then we have the potential for price to break and close again above the 20 MA zone here, as you can see the second time. Let's see. Then we got again the ABC pattern. Same thing is valid. When you have wave 4, you don't want to trade to the downside. You want to skip these red signals and focus on the blue ones, and focus on the breakouts of the fractal. As you can see, all of those setups would have worked out very nicely. In fact, here another SWAT MACD entry potential, and also when the HMA crosses the 20 MA zone, would have been another way of trading at the downside. There are some time patterns here as well. For instance, 5 to 6 to 7 candles not breaking these lows could also be a way of trading the bounce to the upside. So as you can see, there is really a wide range of discretionary manual trade ideas that are possible with SWAT based on SWAT candles, SWAT arrows, SWAT MACD dots, the break at the 21 EMAs, the break of fractals, the bounces at fibs, the bounces based on time patterns, the HMA crosses with the trend, let's see what else I missed. Fractal breaks, 21 EMA breaks, 144 EMA breaks, SWAT candles. So there are a lot of options here. Maybe too many, and it's therefore also good to start if you become a SWAT member, with step by step, not to overdo it, not to take too many signals. But there are a lot of options with the SWAT. But of course, you want to focus on your analysis first, try to get the direction right, see if you like the particular pair, see if you like the particular direction, and then try to use SWAT to take those trades, to take the right, to take nice trades into that direction. Now, there are also more rules-based strategies that are included in SWAT as well, and they emphasize analysis less and emphasize rules more. So there's a mixture of both, in fact, in the SWAT course. Now, as you can see, that was just the start. It goes up a lot more on this 1 hour chart. Then we get another wave 1, 2, basically here, 3, 4, and then again a 4, 5, and another 4, 5 before we see a bigger kind of correction lower. And now we're all the way here at this moment. So with, for instance, the divergence pattern between these stops on the 4 hour chart, the second break below 20 MA would have been more interesting to trade actually as a reversal, because the divergence pattern is helping that reversal. The probability of that reversal playing out is certainly helping. The divergence pattern is certainly helping that. So there are, as you can see, oh yeah, and I forgot impulse, right? 3 bullish candles in a row, or 3 out of 5, another great signal that price is heading and rolling on that direction and about to continue into that move. So ton of trading ideas that are possible using these methods. I think it gives you a lot of flexibility. So I hope you become a SWAT member. I think you'll enjoy it. We're going to hopefully be adding the SWAT EA to this course, so you even have more options to trade. And I think that this would be a great addition to an already very expansive and informative and educational course with lots of videos, lots of PDFs, materials, strategies, indicators, and tools. All right, that's it for now. Soon, I hope to have more updates on the SWAT course itself when I get a little bit more time. I want to work on more EAs within the SWAT world, so hopefully we'll get there soon. At this moment, we have 2 EAs running. Second one is not doing that great. The last time I looked, but the first one is doing pretty well after 3 months. So hopefully we'll be adding more SWAT EAs in the near future. Keep an eye on the Elite Currency website, of course, for more information. And wish you all great trading. And of course, feel free to reach out in our next webinar with SWAT 2 weeks from now. Cheers. Bye-bye.